Hi, welcome to the Scott Show. This is the Scott Show where we talk about the lower divisions of the NCAA. This includes the Football Championship Series, Division 2, and we might even delve into a little bit of Division 3 today, folks. That's what we're going to do here live on the show. I normally go through the top 25, or at least a few of them. I think the first one I went through the top 10, but we can go through the top 25 of division of the Football Championship Series. Now, these teams face off in playoffs, unlike they do in the bigger schools where they play in bowls. James Madison is in first place with 148 first-place votes. Then they are 2-0 on the season, followed up by South Dakota State. The Bison get 10 first-place votes, and they are also 2-0. Sam Houston State comes in at number 3. South Dakota State with the only other school to get a vote, and they get that vote after beating Washington. They are 2-0. I believe it was Central Washington or Eastern Washington, one of the two teams they had beat the other week, last week. So they are 2-0. Jacksonville State at 1-1 comes in at number 5. Youngstown State at number 6. Villanova comes in at number 7 over the week, and then Richmond comes in at 8. New Hampshire at 9, and North Dakota at 10. Now, I know that I could go on and let you guys know more of the top 25. I believe that it's the top 16 that make it to the playoffs. I will double check that and have that for you next time here on the Scott Show. Oh, I believe we looked and it was 24 teams. So, yeah, that's pretty sweet too. Because you have 16 teams and then you bring in the top 8 and they get a first round bye. I believe that's how it worked for the bowl or for the Football Championship Series, and that's how it goes. So your 8 would be James Madison, North Dakota State, Sam Houston, South Dakota State, Jacksonville State, Youngstown State, Villanova, and Richmond. So that will make a really interesting little face-off to see what happens there and moving forward. Now, I do have to say, at number 19 is the Liberty Flames, and we talked about them last week. They beat Baylor in their first game. Baylor is a bowl team. They go to bowls almost every year. So that's just amazing to me. But Liberty comes in at number 19. They are 2-0 on the season. They will be moving up to the bowl championship series instead of just being here in the championship league of the smaller schools. Now we'll move on to Division 2 and talk about some of the big games coming up this week. It's Eastern New Mexico, and they're going to be at Texas A&M Commerce, and that game has a lot of implications already in the playoffs. It's quite a big game coming up here. So, Lone Star Conference, they're both 2-0. It's going to be a hell of a game. And Division 2 football, really great football. Lots of fun stuff happening there. And Texas A&M Commerce is just starting to be one of those teams that you just want to watch. A lot of people are going to get pulled from Division 2 to play in the NFL in the upcoming years. So, yeah, these guys are just great. Other big games coming up here. Number 8, Minnesota State Mankato, as they will be facing off against number 20, Minnesota Duluth, that will be in Duluth here at Molosky Stadium. There will be number 10, North Alabama against Velasquez State. And I probably totally said that wrong, and I apologize if I did. And then you have Central Washington. So it's Eastern Washington in the higher up division. Central Washington is in Division 2. Central Washington against AZUSA Pacific. Yeah, maybe there's another way to say that, but I'm going to say that way just to feel better. And that will be one hell of a game too out west. They're going to have just a great fight, and it's going to be really fun to watch. West Georgia against Delta State. And I'm really excited to see Delta State in here. I want to see what happens. You got a Mississippi team. They're hard as nails. I almost think of them almost as a little bit of Alabama when it comes to how they play on their defense. So Delta State is definitely going to be a team to watch. We're going to make sure that we pay very close attention to what happens in Mississippi this weekend. Delta State and West Georgia. Also, number 11, we have Colorado Mesa. They're going to be facing off against the Colorado School of the Mines in the battle of the Icos Cup. So that will be a really exciting face-off. And you know what, folks? It's going to be really interesting. I'm excited to see it. So that will be a fun game. Also, Oklahoma Baptist against number 19, Arkansas Tech. These are really important games, folks, because, like I said before, they go to the playoffs. They don't go to bowls. They go to playoffs. And it's all on your seeding. It's all on how you do during your season, and they seed you respectively to that. So, folks, that is a little bit of I almost want to say 1AA. So if you guys have not been paying attention to football, wonder what the hell I'm talking about. The football championship series, that is a little bit of smaller schools, the ones just below the ones that you see then we talk about with the top 25. And then Division 2 is smaller schools like Duluth, Mankato, a lot of state schools. And then, of course, you go to Division 3, which we don't have time to cover today, and I do apologize about that. But those are a lot of Catholic schools there. You have St. Thomas, St. John's. You have a lot of the smaller state schools like Whitewater and Oshkosh. They are all out there. Mary Hardin. So, folks, if you want to hear anything about any local teams, hit me up. Don't be afraid to hit me up on here, and we will chat it up and give you guys all the details on what's going on. We're going to follow this Delta State game, as I am really super excited about that. And we'll catch you guys really soon here on the Scott Show. And tomorrow morning on the wake-up call, we will have some special notes about what people love their albums. So, well, I had posted on Facebook about people and their albums, which ones they liked, which one they like, and which one was their favorite. So we got that tomorrow, as well as our national days of the day. Tomorrow here on the Scott Show Wake Up Call. Check us out, guys, 102550.net, and also on YouTube at tinyurl.com/102550. Thank you, and have a great night.